connect with like-minded AHK users in our private chat, helping each other out and sparking ideas that make scripting way more fun. Score 3 hours of weekly Zoom magic, 2 on Friday, 1 on Saturday, with live lessons, pro tips, and one-on-one fixes to supercharge your skills. Yeah. And Ray, to be clear, I wouldn't say you were saying it adding their projects will improve the cloud's help with writing AutoHotkey scripts. I wouldn't phrase it that way. What I'm doing is I'm telling it I've already solved these problems and I like the libraries that I have for these problems. Use what I have, right? And also, and we in the libraries, I tell it the path to the libraries on my computer. So when it gives it back to me, it just uses includes with the path I gave it to the libraries. It doesn't give me back let's say notify is what, 1,000 lines. I don't know what it is. I don't get back another 1,000 lines from AI. It just has one line with calling my include file where notify is, right? That's why I do that, right? Is it definitely uses my solutions, so I'm familiar with them and I like the things that we've come up with. And it simplifies the files it gives back to me because it just references my includes and I don't have to keep downloading different files and have different approaches that it might create different times, right? So I'm controlling some of that, the tools that it's using. So
Let me ask you this, sorry. But you do pass it the file. So you tell it where the location is, but do you pass it the file so it knows what it can do? Or
that's what I showed earlier, right? Is I have a project
yeah,
where I upload, these are in my library, in my project, right? My
yeah,
libraries are there. Each file, if we go look at them, in it has the dev path where I tell it this is the path on my local hard drive. And in my instructions, I tell it look for this and use an include when you give it back to me.
yeah,
Right.
exactly.
But the point is, these are different things I've done, right, with my libraries. But I don't, then like, and then it's here. I just told it go use my XML library, right? I didn't have to re-give it. That's why I was going to slightly tweak what you said as this. I don't. When we had this project for Josh, I didn't have to say, hey, here's my XML file. It's already in my project group, right?
Yes,
So
yeah,
even though this is what would you call this? Like a chat with the project. The point is
yeah,
that XML library is not in this individual chat. That's why I was just trying to clarify. I do give it to it, but I give it to the project, not to this individual chat. That's the important
yes,
part.
exactly, yes.
And it's just awesome because then I get back so much more concise code. And I know, Azash, you talk about a lot about this with your usage of AI, how it will go do other crap that you didn't ask it to do, and you even
Yeah,
said,
exactly.
don't change anything else, just do this, and it still goes and changes that, right? This
Yeah,
I don't run into that at all. I've never had it say. Actually, I have had it say, we tried using your FFmpeg class, but it was missing this piece. We've rewritten it in here, right?
yeah,
It doesn't update my actual this copy. I have to go do that myself, right? And of course,
yeah,
our local version, right? But these are static, so just make sure you understand when you load them in. If you want to make a change, I can't edit it. I haven't found a way to edit it, so you have to delete them. And I could. This is what Isaac and I were talking about like a month ago. If I had these in like a Git repository, I could link to the repository instead of loading them, and that way, when there are changes that we make on our computers, they're automatically updated in here.
yeah,
But I haven't done that because most of our libraries we don't really change, right? Like we'll change them, but it's not that common. So I just haven't worried about it.
Okay, maybe to rephrase my question then, if I got those libraries and loaded them into a project, would they help me write AutoHotkey scripts using Claude? Because I hear you talking about Claude as being really skillful at writing AutoHotkey scripts, but my experience is that I have to fight with it and I'm constantly running out of the message space and then running out of my usage space, and I just find it frustrating. So would those libraries help me write AutoHotkey scripts better with Claude?
I I have no idea what you're writing, Ray. So and I'm not trying to be rude. Like you said last week, I think it helps that I try to be very clear and concise with my words, right? Would quote unquote my libraries help you write your code? I have no idea. Would this general approach of you having files that have your libraries that solve things and doing a similar approach, because it's what you do, right? Yes, that approach I would say would probably help you, right? And of course, because here sorry, let me go back to sharing. I have instructions, and I've shared these before. These are basic ones, but I also have, because it uses my overall instructions too. But I have instructions, which I know you have as well, right? So giving it instructions of what you want it to do. But this, initially I had uploaded internal path, and I think I changed it to dev path. So some of them have one and some have the other. But I tell it to, to do certain things, right? But clearly having, instructions in them, really, can really help, right?
You give me far too much credit. I am such a real beginner at AutoHotkey.
Ray, I've seen you do so. The thing is, Ray, you've done some really complicated stuff, right? And I mean that both as a compliment and a sort of an insult. Like, I don't mean it as an insult. You know what I mean? Right? Some of the things you've done have been, actually, we had a call with, I forget his name. We had a call with a doctor a couple days ago, and he was getting files from his, I forget what it's called. But it's he has to go in through a Citrix interface and download his files, and that was Isaias by asking you about the image search stuff, right? That was what stemmed because we couldn't automate anything really without doing like image search and location, right? It was sucked. But then he gets the file, and he was getting a PDF file, and then he had built on his own, and he's not a coder at all, right? He's literally a doctor. He had an AI tool that he was using that he would put that PDF in a certain location. The AI would automatically read it, process it, grabbing pieces of information, and then dump it into a Google Sheets file for him in the structure that he wanted, right? And I was telling him, I said, I'm not knocking what he did. He solved his problem. He was paying, I think he said, roughly $50 a month for what he's doing. But where I was telling him is like, and he knows he doesn't know everything, right? So when we were exporting it, I saw there was XML and MHTML and Excel and a couple other formats that he was and a CSV, right? And I'm like, you happen to pick one of the worst, in my opinion, the format that you have the least control over, that, you don't know if it's a picture versus text. You don't know if the structure is going to change in PDFs. Like, AI will take them, right? But it really makes it kind of, much more work for the AI. And I'm like, hey, I think if we get the XML file, we don't even need AI because it's structured data. It's like Josh's file that we just saw, right? We can use the XML class to go grab the pieces very reliably and free, right? Once we make the script, right? But it's again, it's about, what you know and what you're doing. And I told him still, I'm like, because I said he's dealing with, how do I phrase this? Not in a bad way. He's dealing with hospice patients. So at some point they die anyway, right? Like, you know what I mean? They're on the last leg. So if you're going to have a hallucination dealing with medical stuff, if the people are dying anyway, in a relative, maybe it's not as nearly as heartbreaking as if they, it was someone who was, you have other issues. You get my point, right? I'm like, it's not that it's good, but he said he was checking it and he didn't get hallucinations. Which I'm like, that's great.
That's great, yeah.
But I'm like, what if we can programmatically, what's it called? Predetermined, right? What if we can programmatically, we're not using AI to make decisions and try to find stuff. We can programmatically attack it and be very certain that we're getting exactly what we want out of those files, right? And that's where, at least right now, still, if we have that, maybe in another year, I'd shift and say AI is so darn good. Our program might break and do something wrong, but AI is better, right? Like right now, that's, for me, that's not the case. Members get unlimited access to 466 plus hours of video lessons packed with AHK insights to binge learn whenever inspiration hits. Members enjoy a sweet 25% discount on everything we offer, from in-depth courses to ready-made scripts and pro services.